Okay, we're back. Final part of the auction review for all the squads. RR, RCB, and SRH are the final teams to be reviewed. So let's get into it. So this RR side, last time they finished eighth or ninth. This time also, I think they're going to finish seventh or eighth. Looks like mostly looking at the squad right now. You have a very good opening partnership of Yashasvi Jaiswal, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, obviously. Number three, we have Riyan Parag, obviously pretty promising. Number four, we have Dhruv Jural. Number five, we have Shubham Dubey. Number six, we have Hitmar, who's not been in great form for the past season or so. Number seven, we have Donovan Ferreira. Number eight, Jadeja. Number nine, who do we have? We have fine. Let's say Archer. Number 10, we have
Yeah,
Adam Mill because he's been in pretty good form. Or Nandribble.
I would
It could be
say,
either one.
I would say Burger.
Yeah, let's say it could be either. And then you have Sandeep Sharma, the evergreen pacer, number 11. Number 12, you have Bishnoi. This side looks, how should I say, bowling looks fine only, to be honest. The bowling looks fine, but it's the middle order which I'm kind of concerned about. That four odd ones, four till seven or eight actually, to say. That entire middle order looks very shaky. I could say that maybe see because the thing is Jural I didn't really see I don't remember seeing crazy performances of him except in that first match against Hyderabad, and that match also it was a vain effort, so I don't really see any positive out of that. Then Shubham Dubey at number five. He's fine. He was pretty good last time. He almost single-handedly made RR get a match away from KKR at Eden Gardens, which they lost by 1 run. But I think that's still pretty inexperienced middle order. Number six, you had Shimron Hitmer, like I mentioned, not good form. Number seven, who were we thinking? Donovan Ferreira, who they traded for, to keep in mind. I don't see that guy, like he's been good form, but like the many sides have already bagged Donovan Ferreira. I think RR had Donovan Ferreira at a point as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. But
Yeah, yeah, I think they did. I
they
think they
did, right?
did.
Yeah, exactly. So they had him, and then still, I don't see any team like this team. I'm thinking seventh and eighth. I think they're like on par with that KKR squad. Some people might be thinking, oh, why aren't you playing the likes of Sam Curran or something like that? It's just the thing is that they don't need to play Sam Curran. You have Jafra, you have Shamron Hitman.
I mean, see, I, I have a different opinion regarding the squad, guys. I'm gonna let you know right now. This is probably the sixth take because of the glitch that is happening, and it's the sixth time I'm mentioning this. But it's okay. Let's get it over with. As I was saying, yes, there's a dynamic duo of Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Yashasvi Jaiswal. It's definitely probably one of the youngest opening pair that we've seen in IPL. Probably yes, and Yashasvi Jaiswal has been a key part of this RR side ever since he's come into the picture. Uh, yes, his form has been a little shaky in the last couple of series. We saw the first two ODIs wasn't able to click, and in the Test series also he didn't get many runs. But that century in the last ODI will definitely be a huge confidence boost for Yashasvi Jaiswal. And when we talk about Vaibhav Suryavanshi, he's just been phenomenal ever since he stepped on the scene. He scored the joint fastest 100 in the IPL at such a young age, and he hasn't stopped there. He's been putting in really good numbers for the India under 19 side as well as for Bihar. So in the Vijay Hazare as well. So that's a good sign for them. And then coming in at number three will definitely be Riyan Parag, who's been putting in the score. He wasn't at first. He wasn't at his potential. But then last couple of seasons he has been RR's one of RR's top scorers with the bat. Then in at four is Dhruv Jurel. To be honest, for Jurel, I've barely seen him perform in the IPL except for the first season that he came in. I think he scored for like 4 or 5 matches, and that is probably been like 1 2 matches in a season that he's actually pulled up, and that I've not really seen him step up his game. Then there's Shubham Dubey. who I'm not really sure how often he'll click. Maybe again a one-two match type player, and then Shimron Hetmyer, like Srihan mentioned over here, has been out of form. But my opinion is instead of Shimron Hetmyer, you play Sam Curran, and there you'll also get the option of an additional bowler as well. I mean, there's a reason why you traded him in, and I think all the three players that have been traded in will feature in the lineup.
Yeah.
And after that comes the Ravindra Jadeja, who has been phenomenal in the IPL over the past how many ever years. He's been since the first IPL, and it's a return to his first franchisee. It's his where he stepped into the scene under Shane Warne, and he's back to that team. He's always a key player to any team that he plays for. Handy with the bat and the ball, so you can never rule him out. On his day, he can conquer any team, is what I can say. And after Jadeja comes in Donovan Ferreira, who's been in good touch. He's been in form as well. Speaking of the bowlers, you'll have Jofra Archer, Nandre Berger, Sandeep Sharma, and Ravi Bishnoi. Jofra Archer, with his pace, and he's been quite good in the recent games as well. So that should be and hopefully he doesn't get injured. We have seen last couple of seasons of IPL, he's been ruled. There are matches where he's been ruled out of injury, like at least half the IPL season. We wouldn't want that. And Nandre Barker, he's just come out of injury, but I think he'll make the cut over Adam Mill. Sandeep Sharma is always lethal with his slower balls. And there's Ravi Bishnoi. Now the concerns with the middle order and the bowling lineup as well. Sandeep Sharma, how much ever he is efficient with the slower balls, he does get hit a lot. And uh, Jofra Archer's pace also can be taken apart. So in the side doesn't really look convincing. So I agree with Sriyan over here. They also might finish about what seventh in the table.
And yeah,
Now,
I think what you were saying that Sam Curran should come in. I don't really mind that, but I'm just assuming the fact that they'll probably bring in Shimron Hitmare. It's the fact that, oh, just in case something happens to the keeper as well, he can come keep or something like that. Or they just want that brooding Caribbean force which he can bring to the side. But let's see. Yeah, I think Sam Curran coming in, it's obviously a decent move. But I'm not sure actually how much good form Sam's been. I think he should be playing in the SA20 for Cape Town, for MI Cape Town. I'm not sure if he got sold to a different side in the mega auction this time. So I'm not too sure what either of those stuff. But let's see. I guess this RR side, yeah, like how I think I'm glad we're on the same page about this side that it's going to finish seventh or eighth. It's still slightly a bit inexperienced. And I say next season also, can they make it to the playoffs? I'm saying right now, no. I think they have to wait for the next mega auction. Next mega auction, they have a very good Indian course. I think from that point onwards, they can try doing something else. So that's my opinion. So next, let's go off to the defending champions. First time I'm ever saying
of
Mumbai.
course, this team has. I mean, after 18 years, they did lift the trophy, and now it is up to them to bring a squad there to see if they can defend that title. And nobody has actually done that in the IPL. Has anyone done it? I don't think so.
Yes, two teams have defended the title, Chennai and Mumbai.
Yeah, Chennai and Mumbai,
Yeah.
and it is really difficult in the IPL to defend your title. I mean, there are two fan bases sitting here, and they know how difficult it is. SRH has won the title once, and to defend the title is never
It
easy.
is not.
So,
Yeah.
but I'm really happy with the way the squad is lined up for RCB. It looks a really good, strong squad, and the auction was more about bringing in reinforcements, replacements, um, like for like replacements, because they did retain the core of the team that won them the championship, that the combination that really worked right for them. So obviously the lineup will be the opening combination of Phil Salt and Virat Kohli. Phil Salt, yeah, has been in really good touch in the T20 form. Virat Kohli, yes, has been out of the T20 form for quite a long time, but we've seen it in the last couple of seasons that in the IPL he's really upped his game, and he's been putting consistent numbers. He is an IPL legend. India legend. I mean, he's still playing on. He's a living legend for India. But IPL, he's an example of how loyalty pays off, and I think he's the only player that has stuck to one team since the first season of IPL, and that is not a small achievement. In a three, I think it'll be Devdutt Padikkal, who's also been in really good form, has been putting in consistent numbers for Karnataka in both Syed Mushtaq Ali as well as Vijay Hazare as well. Coming in at four is the captain himself, Rajat Padidar. Yes, his form is kind of concerned because I didn't really see him put in numbers in the domestic format, but in the IPL, I mean, all it takes is one match to come back to form, and hopefully he does. And his Madhya Pradesh partner Venkatesh Iyer comes in at five. I know this is a different combination than what we saw last year, but I think these will be the few one or two changes that will happen in the lineup. This is what I would prefer rather. Venkatesh Iyer coming in at five, and then at six there is Jitesh Sharma, who's a really good wicket keeper in, according to me as well, and with the bat can be really handy. Then there is Tim David, who's phenomenal finisher in terms of T20 perspective. We have seen him do it for MI and the recent Dubai. I know Dubai league isn't a really big league, but you can see he's still in touch as well. I mean, it's not.
Isn't
I
that called? No,
wouldn't
no, no.
consider.
Sorry. It's not called Dubai League. Sorry to cut you off. I know it's rather deep, but it's called International T20 League or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. But I know it's not a big league, but it shows you he's in touch.
Yeah.
That's what I was just. That's all I'm trying to
It's
get at.
somewhat T20
And
practice. Yeah.
and after that you have Krunal Pandya. Seeing this, you know that the batting really goes deep, and it's like the. I don't want to jinx it, but last year also, when you saw it the first time, you see the RCB batting is going past the number three and number four slot, and that's something new for us RCB fans to see our middle order to be strong. That was a sight for sore eyes, and this time also it's been that case itself. And the bowling lineup, the four bowlers, you have the world number two T20 ranked bowler Jacob Duffy. He comes into the picture. And then Josh Hazelwood, who's been key for RCB camp. When every time he's played for RCB, he has picked up the wickets for RCB very frequently. I think both the season that he played for RCB, I think he was the leading wicket taker for RCB those respective seasons, which was last year and I think 2023, if I'm not wrong.
Who? Hazelwood.
Yeah,
Was Hazelwood even part of RCB 2023? Or was he with Chennai at that point?
I think 22, 21 he was in here RCB, right? Before then
Yeah,
he
yeah,
went to
yeah.
Chennai and came back.
2021, I think he was in Chennai. I think when they won the cup.
Hmm.
Or I might be wrong.
But
Then
yeah, ever whenever he showed up for in RCB colors, he's been the leading wicket taker for RCB, and that shows his class. I mean, for Australia, he's been phenomenal as well. He's been that pace trio of Pat Cummins, Hazelwood, and Stark. You can never rule them out of any game, any format, maybe. And then there's Bhuneshwar Kumar, the swing king. Yes, I'll agree that he's getting old, but that's when you get old, the experience also counts.
yes,
And when you have two good bowlers, a experienced bowler to complement, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. And so
definitely, definitely.
then there's Suya Sharma. Yes, after the auction last year, everybody's like Suya Sharma. Really, are you trusting? Suya, he's a young man. Can he really pull up whatever RCB tried to do? But when you see the season, he was actually phenomenal with the ball. Yes, for at first he didn't pick up first half of the IPL. He didn't really pick up wickets. He was just economical. But later on, he started picking up wickets as well. And then yeah, so and right now in the domestic as well, he's been picking up wickets frequently along with being economical as well. So RCB look really strong, and I would give them a top two finishes in the league stage at least. Yes, obviously there's a bias. I would want them to defend the title, but I wouldn't go too far. I think we go one step at a time.
I mean, I kind of agree with K-Star on this fact that it is a very strong side, and I really can see this side really defending the title. I think it's one of the better sides which could defend the title. I'd say it's up. I wouldn't say it's as good as a 2020 MI or a 2011 Chennai actually defending the titles, but I could say like a 2018 Chennai, which actually went till the finals in 2019 as well, or a 2017 Hyderabad, which went pretty deep into the playoffs as well. So I can see the shades of those couple of teams, and I think it's a pretty good compliment as well if you're getting compared to 2019 Chennai or a 2017 SRH. I think the side, whatever he told, I don't think I would make any changes. Jacob Duffy, I think practically a steal. I don't know why some other teams did not try for him. Hyderabad, I was kind of hoping Hyderabad would have tried for him to complement Pat, but they had different plans, and I don't believe it. I think this our squad also looks decent with our pace attack, but I think someone else. Who else really bought any good pacers this time? I think. Lucknow didn't need a pacer. Who am I forgetting
They got
someone?
no code. No code was bought by LSG if I'm not wrong. No, GT if I'm not
Nautya was
wrong.
taken by Lucknow, but like I don't. That was also pointless personally. They have so much of a pace attack. I'm trying to think who else needed a pacer. Someone else needed a pacer badly. Ah, yeah. Sorry. KKR. They splashed 18 CR on Patirana. Instead of that, I would have
Yeah, yeah.
much rather wanted to see them take the likes of Jacob Duffy or something like that. It's fine. And that Kohli Salt partnership, I was talking to my mother as well. I think out of the IPL, I think it's a top 4 or 5 partnership among like partnership as in like when you look at that opening partnership and you look at oh I'm actually kind of scared to bowl to those guys. I think I can see Salt and Kohli being some of the top one of the top opening players out there, just out of the sheer respect due to Kohli, and also the fact that not only respect, he's also proved it that he is actually a pretty good player. He's been getting those 50s, even in losing causes as well. He still shows that intent. He's also evolved with the game. I say DDP is a pretty good player. Last time as well, it was kind of unfortunate that he got injured and he could not stay till the end with that RCB side. Uh, Rajat Patidar, I think he did make the Elite Eight or the final Super Eight or whatever in this Syed Mustaq Ali. Unfortunately, he couldn't go to the finals. Venkatesh Iyer, obviously, I'm still skeptical, but for 7th year, I wouldn't really say it's a bad thing or something. If Venkatesh Iyer played like this for 7th year in last time, it wouldn't have been such a situation. The only reason why it was catastrophic it was just because the fact that he was getting paid what 23.75 a year. So that was half
Yeah,
the reason.
yeah.
Yeah, that was half the reason why people were looking down on him. But Venki, we know on his day he is one of the most dependent players you could have. He can take the team. He can take your entire team to the playoffs. Where we see that in 2021 KKR as well. That side was 7th out of 8th in the playoff race. And from where did he get that team to the finals? It just was a matter of 7 matches. He took them to the playoffs. Eliminator they played, qualified two they played. They beat the likes of a very strong RCB and a Delhi side, and they just fell short in the final. So I'm saying Venki still has that potential. Then
I I agree with you there. When even I was a little skeptical when we bought Venkatesh Iyer, but I see why he's coming to the picture as well.
exactly.
And if he doesn't, I mean, you've dropped Romario Shepherd, who's been made some vital contributions last time around. And if you really want to change things up, I think the most likely combination they'll go with is they'll drop Venkatesh Iyer and a Jacob Duffy and bring in young Mangesh Yadav since he's a left arm fast bowler, and you bring in Romario Shepherd instead of Venkatesh Iyer. That's the change I'll see, and even after that, it still looks like a pretty strong squad, and that's what I like about this auction. They bought like for like replacement. There's the depth in squad. Each aspect of the game is covered. I mean, you have top order batsmen, the middle order looks packed, the bowling lineup looks lethal. That's what you look in a team when you go to defend your title as well. And I'm pretty excited for the season, seeing this RCB lineup at least.
Yeah, I would say the same. And this side, I would say they have the good chance of making it to the playoffs. Very good chance to be said. I give it a second or third finish. I'd say they would be just a bit better than Mumbai. I think I said Mumbai was eliminated last time. These guys would finish second and third as well. They would complement Delhi really well, I guess, in the qualifier one. Or they could finish third as well. I'm just saying third at least, just because the fact is that there'll be a certain pressure on you, right, when you're going to coming to like defend a title. So I'm just saying maybe that pressure might take a toll on them. We never know how Bhuvi could play as well. But I completely agree with the fact that Bhuvi is that guy with experience. You could even see that in the final. I'd say Bhuvi's wicket with Stoinis was a very big turning point in that game. I think he was the one who took that wicket, and he took another wicket as well in the next over. So that completely shook the momentum of Punjab. Otherwise, I think Punjab was on the way, and we were seeing Marcus Stoinis become another Ben Cutting. So I say this side, it's two thumbs up from me. I think this side it's good. So let's move on to the next side, which is my side, the Orange Eagles, Sunrisers Hyderabad. Okay, let's just get the elephant out of the room. Last season was a pretty, how should I say, average season for Hyderabad. It wasn't too good, neither too bad. We've seen a couple of seasons like this from Hyderabad back in 14 and 15. And I say it's a good thing that this happened because mistakes and like you should learn these mistakes. You can't stay on the top too often or whatever, right? So I'd say we've retained most of the core who were good pretty well, and most of our core is in good form right now. We have the likes of the number one and number two T20 batsmen in the world, Abhishek Sharma and Travis Head. Then we have the recently, what is it called, the captain of the Syed Mustaq Ali winners of Jharkhand, Ishan Kishan. Number four, we have uh, or the man who's always in form, the one who will always play regardless of how bad the team is, Henrik Klassen. Number five, I'm thinking Nitish Kumar Reddy, although he's been I mean, last IPL wasn't the best for him, but this IPL I'm expecting big things from him, especially with the ball as well, because he's really showed that I am still an all-rounder. I haven't turned completely to a batsman with AP, and he carried a pretty good, like a decent side to that AP till the Super 8. So I'm pretty proud of him for that. Number six, I'm assuming we're most likely going to bring in the likes of uh, Salil Arora or someone in for that spot, or
You
Shami
said
Hardik.
Aniket Verma will walk in at six, right?
Either one of them. That's right. Either one can walk in it because Aniket was playing at seven, right, last season for us. So Aniket can play that at six. I think Sparan can also come in instead of Nitish at that four and that five spot. Smaran can come in there, especially because Smaran's been so good in as Syed Mustaq Ali. We got him last year as an injury replacement, but he also got injured, so then we had to get Harsh Dubey. So I'm expecting big things from those guys. Salil Arora and Smaran both were superb this time in the domestic circuit, and Ishan Kishan was, I don't know what is the term called, but most runs. So the orange cap in Chad Mustakali was also his. So all of our players have been pretty good in domestic right now. Number seven, let's say Aniket Verma. Number eight, I'm trusting Brandon Cars or Kamindu Mendes, depending on the pitch, because both of them are pretty good batsmen. They can also complement. Uh, I would People are kind of like concerned who's going to play that number eight. Will they bring in Ishan Malinga? Will they bring in Brandon Cars? Will they play Liam Livingston at all? I'd say it's good that we got Livingston. I'm not too happy or sad. I would have much rather preferred to get the likes of Cameron Green, but we didn't have the budget for that. So I think that's fine. Brandon Cards, I think he's a very good bowler. He can get 2 overs in the death and 2 overs in the power play, complement Pat, and just he has that sheer power as well while batting. A couple of years back, I think at the start of the year when England came to tour India, I was very excited for Bryden to play in our squad. You could see it in my previous videos as well. How disappointed I was when he got injured. He was one of the best players for England, and I'm assuming he can most likely replicate that success again. And Kamindu, I think he was decent last time. I think he had one of the better economies as well for the SRH lineup. He's a bowler who can bowl with either the right and the left arm. He's gotten some big wickets, and I'm expecting good stuff from him. So number eight, I think we can say those two. Number nine, 10, 11, 12. over here, I think number 12, I'm going to go with Harsh Dubey. Number 11, I'm going to go with the likes of Harshal Patel. Or I'll say even Zishan Ansari, just in case of uh, just in case of the pitch again. The pitch is going to matter a lot. I'd say for an SRH lineup. Number 10, I'll say let's give it to Jaydev Unadkat, just because the fact that we need a left arm pacer over there and he can help us out. Otherwise, if they get injured or whatever, I think we can always see the likes of Onkar Tarmale or Shivam Mavi come in. And number 9, we have the captain himself, Pat Cummins, who was definitely, I think, the best bowler we had last time. Every breakthrough was his. And whenever we needed a wicket in the middle overs, he used to come and take that wicket and then leave. So I'm thinking this side, it's pretty good. I'll say it's going to reach playoffs. I think this is my final team, which is going to reach the playoffs. Um, they win the cup? I'm not too sure about that just yet. I'm still feeling that Delhi has a better squad. But yeah, I see this team doing better. It's not the fact that SRH is also a superb team right now. It's just the fact that I'm looking at other teams who have said no, they won't go to the playoffs. No, they won't go to the playoffs. So I'm saying we should probably be at least on the likes of the playoff race. Maybe this and Punjab might take a what is called a fight for the playoffs. But let's see. I can see the side actually is shocking a lot of people. Let's see. We never know how the side's going to perform. What about you?
See, the opening pair of Abhishek Sharma and Travis Head, I mean, it's deadly. Believe me, it scares the shit out of me. If because of the form that both of them are in, and they're proven to be great T20 batsmen as well. Abhishek Sharma, Travis Head, Phil Salt, Virat Kohli. We've seen these two opening pairs literally take teams apart. Even when Shubman Gill and Josh Butler looked equally deadly as well. And when they used to, Shubman Gill and Sai Sudarshan were more of technical openers, but these two opening pairs were really that took teams apart. And Abhishek Sharma and Travis Head have proven also for about 2 seasons now, and I think they'll carry forward that as well. And like he mentioned, Ishan Kishan has been in splendid form. It's literally his comeback story in the rating. He made it into the T20 World Cup squad as well. He performed for Jharkhand in the Shahid Mushtaq Ali. Vijay Hazare comes in, he scores a century in the first game as well. I'm not really sure what happened in the games after that. I think I have to go check back on that. But yeah, and then
On what?
Henry
On what?
Klassen
On
has
what?
proven to Ishan Kishan's performance in the Vijay Hazare after the first game.
Oh, yeah, he hit a century. First two matches he hit
No,
centuries. So
I'm not sure of second match. First match, I know he did
first
hit
match
a
he hit
century
century.
against Karnataka.
Second, I think he hit 140 or something, if I'm not wrong.
See, I mean, that's again a splendid comeback story for the likes of Ishan Kishan. It's a proper example of going back to the domestic cricket, proving your point, and then coming back into the team. So that's absolutely brilliant. And then you have Henrik Klassen, that has been really splendid for a side like SRH. We saw last season when the rest of the team was performing mediocre. He was the guy that stood up with Aniket Verma, if I'm not wrong. He's the youngster that really stood up, at least according to me, for SRH when rest were going tumbling down. Now, the real concern for me in this SRH squad, I have two concerns, but let's address the first one. That's the middle order. With Nitish Kumar Reddy, he's not really been. I think it's 2 seasons now since he's been a little mediocre he was mediocre in IPL, then in Test squad also. He's been fallen down the rank when it comes to players for the T20 setup in India. It is not really convincing. I hope he makes a comeback. He's a really good player, no doubt about that. But his form is what concerns me. Aniket Verma was splendid last year. I want to see young players like him actually make it big, and I hopefully continues that. But yes, and then there's again it's either Salil Arora or Smaran Ravichandran, like Srihan mentioned over here, and still haven't proven their point in the IPL. If they prove, then will be splendid. But that's the worry, right? When you don't have as much experience in your middle order. And the point that I don't agree over here is of bringing in Bryden Cars. I would rather prefer a Liam Livingston. Even I know, see, he hasn't been really great. He wasn't that great for RCB last season as well. I agree with that, but other he gives you that spinner option as well, and in Indian condition that does help. So I feel Liam Livingston should be brought into the picture. Pat Cummins is always been brilliant. I mean, like I mentioned a little bit earlier as well, that deadly trio of Stark, Pat Cummins, and Josh Hazel would have literally taken teams apart, and for their respective franchises have been decent as well. And then there's Harshal Patel, who's got that slower delivery in his armor and has picked up wickets. He's he's a little on the expensive side. We've seen that he did have a great season with RCB where he picked up the purple wicket, but after that he went for runs. And for SRH as well, he's been hit around quite a few times. He's probably economy of what 9, 10, which is a little on the expensive side, but on his day, he can be really good. And then Jaydev Anatkat, again, another bowler with the slower balls in his armor, and the left arm pace is always an advantage. But over the last few years, I am not really convinced with a bowler like Jaydev Unadkat, and that's why this bowling lineup does concern me. When you have Harshal Patel, that is on the expensive side, and then Jaydev Unadkat, not really convincing. And my spinner, I would say Zishan Ansari, because I saw him the other day performing in the domestic circuit also. He's got the ability to pick wickets. He's a young, talented bowler that can really pick up wickets. But again, that inexperience in the bowling lineup and that little shaky middle order. Yes, my prediction also they come into the playoffs. Probably a third or fourth finish, but more than that, I don't know if they can go far from there. Is what I feel because of these concerns. And like I mentioned in the previous video, I did want to address SRH, the brand of cricket of cricket brand of cricket. I have zero issues with that. My problem is you should adapt to the situation. You have 3 4 wickets falling down. Build some runs, a respectable score that bowlers can defend. Don't go all. That's the same problem that baseball faces. Like, oh, we'll play fearless cricket. First ball, we step out and hit in test match. It doesn't work out like that. You do need to adapt to your game. I'm just saying, SRH follow their rhythm of playing. Style of play fearless cricket, but they really need to know when to adapt and when to draw the line as well. Because if they really want to go through, you always have to adapt to the situation. Is the message that I would like to give SRH. I mean, last time everybody expected
I
the
mean,
Mount 300 to be crossed.
yeah.
Uh,
I totally get your point. I totally get your point. And I'd say personally, right after the suspension of IPL last time, when I don't know if many people remember, there was a gap in the IPL last time due to the political situation or whatever. After they came back from that, I think Hyderabad played 3 matches. All of the matches were based on the situation. They all play. If you look at the match against Lucknow, they were asked to chase a total of 200 or so. What happened was Travis and Abhishek gave no Travis didn't play, sorry. Atharva tied and Abhishek came into bat that day, and they gave a blistering start. And after that, every single player played in such a manner that okay, the strike rate required run rate is so and so. Let's not get hasty, finish the match. We're not going to get qualified regardless. So based on that, let's take it slow or whatever. And the next match against RCB as well, when Abhishek and Travis hit a good 50 or something out of 5 overs, the wickets fell of both of them. Bhuvi got Travis's wicket, and I think I'm not sure who got. I think Hazelwood. Someone might have. No, Hazelwood didn't play that match. I think someone else got Abhishek's wicket. After that, Ishan really took it in his hands as well, and he played that long 90 of 50 balls or something like that, and he knew how he should take it, and that score went to 230. So I think yes, SRH had that issue the first maybe couple of matches, but I say after that, I think when SRH really it clicked to, I think Vettori and like Pat realized, hey, this is not gonna really happen. Even our pitches at Hyderabad, I think the match we had against Mumbai, it was supposed to be a very good flat pitch. But the issue is the heat was there in Hyderabad that day. The pitch literally cracked up. So SRH and Mumbai both were like completely bamboozled by the pitch. So I just say this side, yes, playoffs, I can completely see it. I'm just saying the fact is that we've seen players like Hardik Pandya, we've seen players like Bumrah who are also maybe like 10 or 20 like buys back in the day because that was the lowest you could go. These guys have become stars. People like even Badoni a couple of years back. These guys are all people who were scouted. So I'm assuming at least one of these players, like how we had Aniket last time, we might get a player like who knows. We haven't even mentioned Cranes Fulletra yet, who has been talked a lot about by Hendrik Klaassen, because apparently he's the mystery spinner who Klaassen himself couldn't hit. So we never know who's gonna show up. IPL is the entire point of IPL is that it's where opportunity meets success or talent meets opportunity. Sorry.
Exactly. Exactly.
So let's see. I think
That's the only message that and finally, I'll reiterate on the four teams that I think will make it to the playoffs. It'll be MI, RCB, it'll be MI, RCB, SRH, and probably DC. These are the four teams that I say make it to the playoffs.
and my teams are exactly the same. In no order. I'm not saying any order right now. I'm saying Delhi will probably
Yeah,
finish top
exactly.
two. I'm saying, but I remember you saying Punjab was also going to make it, right? So I was concerned that you're going to say
Yeah, I
Delhi.
think Punjab. No, yeah, Punjab. I think DC team makes the cut over Punjab.
These will
The
make it.
Punjab will probably finish like fifth.
Yeah, I said Delhi, Hyderabad, RCB, Mumbai. I think yeah, I think that's set.
That's the order you say?
No, no, no. I didn't. That's what I said. There's no order. Right
Ah,
now,
yeah,
it's
okay, okay.
too quick. Like, see, on paper, everyone can say. On paper, I'd say Delhi. No, actually, on paper, what am I saying? Mumbai, Delhi, Bengaluru, Hyderabad. But once you step on the field only, you can say, oh, what
Yeah, that's when the real picture comes
on
in.
paper, there's so much things you can say. On paper, we can say Dhoni is
Yeah,
going to hit six sixes in a row as well. But it's not like on paper, so many things you can say. So that's why I'm saying this is my four. But I think the lower down as well, that's why I mentioned
I think
seventh and position.
in a long time, this is the first time that we've actually agreed on the top four. I
Top four,
think,
yeah, yeah.
for,
Because every
yeah,
single time you
the
say no,
discussion.
because every single time you say Hyderabad won't make it, and I remember there was a string of time when we made the playoffs every single time. So half the time
Yeah,
it used
yeah,
to go
yeah.
up there. So yeah, I'd say yeah, it's very easy to
So
predict as well. Like on paper, because you're really talking about on paper, it's pretty easy. It's not the fact that these sides are too good as well. It's just the fact that other sides are having major gaps in their playing 11. So that's the only concern. But either way, that's our auction recap. All of it is done. We've completed all the 10 teams. Next onwards, we have the New Zealand series, which is going to come up. I think we will be making videos for that. I will first match. I'm not too sure because I'll probably be on my flight back to US. So yeah, that's it. But we will try make videos as much as we can and take it over from here.
yeah, I mean the auction recap is over, and hopefully you all like the review of the teams. Please drop in your opinions in the comment section as well.
Yeah.
And like we have mentioned before, as long as cricket is there, we are there. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. See you in the next video.
Bye.